Welcome back, everyone. A very happy Friday to all of you. My name is Hussein, and I'm back again with you guys to bring you the latest updates and the market analysis for you to know how we are going to close the week and what could be the what is the outcome that we have actually achieved from the week. All right. So there has been a lot of things going on, and there's actually a lot to talk about. Equities actually traded sharply higher on the back of another big announcement from the Federal Reserve, and as you could see that they want to provide more stimulus. This is why, as you could see that they are coming up more plans to stabilize the economy, right? Greenback actually, which is US dollar, traded lower in response to against of all the major currencies, right? The main focus yesterday was the jobless claims. As you could see here, jobless claim yesterday, which has became the most important data, even though most important than the non-farm payrolls, right? So looking at that, you see nowadays a lot of people are paying more attention to the jobless claim, which is keep rising. And according to the latest report, as you could see here, 6.6 million Americans filed for unemployment benefits. That is about 1.1 million than more than the estimated. Last week numbers were also revised higher, giving us a total of about 16.7 million Americans are out of the work in the last 3 weeks. So these numbers only include people who are able to file their claims, given the widespread reports of jam hotlines to confirm their unemployment status as well. So continuing claims also actually rose. So all in all, this was one of the most important data that actually came out of from US. And then there was an OPEC meeting that actually happened yesterday, and then they want to actually cut the production of the oil. This is why oil actually rallied up, and also Canadian dollar became stronger. All right. So this was some of the most important data which was actually coming out from yesterday. Also, Fed Chair Jerome Powell, actually there was an event here on from the when Powell actually spoke about it. He actually gave an economic update a few hours right after the initial jobless claim, and the announcement was that second quarter will be weaker, whereby with a very high increase in unemployment, and that he expects to be very temporary because Fed is doing everything that it takes to stabilize the economy, and there's a reason to believe that the rebound can be robust once the virus runs out of its course, and most people expect that to happen most likely in the second half of the quarter, right? So all in all, it was actually looking ahead for US and global recovery. What is clear through is that the Fed only has the power to lend the cash but not to spend at the moment, right? So looking for today, what we are having in today's calendar, we are going to look into consumer price index, which is coming out, which is here. So we're going to actually see how the consumer spending in the United States. Obviously, looking at the current situation, there's not a lot of people are going on. Only the food sector, we believe that they is spending because people are doing home deliveries, and only not food sector is still doing all right, right? So also, we have got a G20 meeting that will be in the focus for today. So, look. Besides that, we can also actually look into not much volatility is expecting from these events above. So you can actually mark your calendar today and have a look on to how CPI number when it's released and how this will be impacting the currency pair. Depending on the outcome released, there is a positive or negative influence on the American dollar, right? So all in all, this is towards the fundamental point of view. Now we'll move on to the technical analysis. All right, so now let's do some of the price section analysis on some of the top five markets, and also some of the markets that we looked into earlier of the week. For example, looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average, we did mention that this week we are looking for a bullish momentum, and all in all, respectfully, it has been going up. As you could see here towards the end of the week, Dow Jones has actually moved up to the currently trading at about 2376. So all in all, it is right in between the channel and finding some sort of support in the bullish channel. So all in all, as you could see that Federal Reserve has taken initiative measure in a way to support the economy. And Jerome Powell did mention yesterday that once the virus thing has been contained, the economy is going to come back, and they're going to actually turn it to be even more stronger. So all in all, we are seeing some positive headlines as most likely towards the second half of the quarter, things will mellow down. Now, let's just have a look at one of the pair that we did announce on USD CAD. Like if you have followed our video, we did mention that somewhere at this point we are expecting USD CAD to go down, and it is going. And all we are expecting it to even fall more further because last night there was an OPEC meeting between Russia and all that. You know, they cut about 10 million barrels per day. All right. So all in all, this is why USD CAD, I mean Canadian dollar, became stronger, and this is why we are expecting a break below. That means it will be start the continuation and the completion of the descending triangle. Euro JPY, like we spoke about it early of the week, it is going up, forming some sort of a head and shoulder probably, and from here we can expect a reversal down. Right, so all in all, it has been going up, but not much enough trading volume on Euro JPY this week, but it was towards the direction we anticipated. Now, looking at GBP CAD, GBP CAD had a nice rally up for yesterday, like we spoke about it earlier. But as for now, we could see here on H4 time frame, or even though, as you could see here, the previous high, then another high here, lower high. Then this is what we're looking for. It is forming lower highs and lower lows. So that is two lower highs meeting together. So all in all, we anticipate that it is going to break this level and complete this pattern. Right? There you go. That's what we're looking at. So all in all, the current structure looking at GBP CAD is going to fall. So if you want to take your trade, how you can actually plan ahead in advance, you can take short here and put a stop loss below here. Okay, hang on. You can put a stop loss here, or your TP could be here. So it gives a very good risk to reward ratio. Yeah. So all in all, that is the current hot structure that you can actually look into. CAD JPY, not much clear direction, but we spoke about it that early of the week, that we need to see if it is going to break these levels. Yeah, so it should be opening the more room up to the upside, right? Because if you see on a daily chart, it has been actually really oversold, and probably this could be a sign of two lower highs meeting together and forming a new direction of the uptrend. Right, and looking for another interesting pair that is that I'm looking at. It is a potential setup with a proper risk to reward ratio that you can actually follow. Let me just remove all these indicators. All right, so as you can see here, okay, here you go. That's what we're looking at. It has broken this support, and then you can expect this to come down a bit. Right, here you go, and then you may expect this to go back up again. Right, probably completing this pattern and then down. Right, so if you are looking at USD CHF, probably you want to go for short on the highly probable ratio. All right, so that's all for the week. We really had a great trading week, and of course there's still more to go towards the end of the day, and we will be coming back for more and more videos. And all in all, stay tuned, stay informed, and enjoy trading. See you again.